What's up, guys? It's Venture Farther, and welcome back to something double brand new. I'm trying to branch out from gaming, if you may have noticed. So what we're going to be talking about today is Star Wars, aka the most amazing thing in the entire universe, and what makes life worth living. If that's not your opinion of it, then you may leave. If that is your opinion of it, then we agree, we're on the same side. I like people like you. And we are going to be discussing episode 7. Now, of course, what you see in front of you isn't much of a surprise. You may have known, as some people know, I'm a big LEGO fan. I've mentioned that a few times. And I thought that I would try my hand at creating Poe Dameron's X-Wing Starfighter from Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens in LEGO. Now, this is an amazing software called LEGO Digital Designer. It is absolutely amazing. It's done by LEGO. It's completely free for Mac, PC, Linux, I think. Point is, it's an amazing software. You can use all the pieces. You have all the different pieces here. You can grab a piece. You can paint it. Any color, any color. This is all the LEGO colors that they've made. These are all the ones that they used to have made but don't make anymore. For example, that color. I don't really know. This color. They look very nice. Of course, you have transparent colors. I generally try to stick to colors that are actually able to be used in that color. Now, I've not color checked this X-Wing, which is very tricky to do. You have to do it manually, but most pieces come in black. I'm pretty sure a lot of these pieces come in orange. If not, that's okay. You can do amazing things. Like, I'm just going to demonstrate real quick. I mean, you can grab a piece like that, stick it to that, stick to that, and boom. You know, you have created something. You can paint it all sorts of different colors, aka black or magenta or whatever. You can clone it. You can select all the ones that are connected. You can select all the ones that are a specific color. You can select all the ones that are a specific shape. You can select all the ones that are a specific color and shape. You can select multiple ones. You can select all of them, or none of them. So, amazing software. I might do an in-depth tutorial of it at some point later. But today, we're just focusing on the X-Wing that I have created here in front of us. Now, I'm not entirely sure about any of you guys, but to me, the new Star Wars set seemed to be a tad overpriced if you're going by the traditional 10 cents per piece standards. Now, that generally means that every piece costs about 10 cents. So if it were an 800 piece set, it'd cost roughly $80. Now, the X-Wing, I'm pretty sure, has significantly less than 800 pieces. Now, I've realized it's unique figures, all that sort of stuff, so I'm not going to get into a discussion of which is right, but by those estimates, it is the new sets of Force Awakens are a little bit overpriced. So I thought, could I do better? And then I thought about it, and I thought, should I try? And then my answer to that was yes, of course, because I talked to myself. Not really. So I created this. Now, I've done a lot of Star Wars MOCs, my own creation, for those unfamiliar. And I'm just going to be going over a little bit of this one. This is actually a modification of my original trilogy X-Wing, which I may showcase in a later video. But these are super fun to make. The software has a bit of a learning curve, or I guess not really. You just have to have a lot of practice to get good at it. I have probably 300 creations that I've done in this, so have had some practice. Anyway, so of course I realize you guys haven't seen my original X-Wing, so I'll show it off later, but it's pretty easy to recolor these. So, let's get into a bit of the details of the MOC. Of course, this is based on Poe Dameron's X-Wing Starfighter from The Force Awakens. We have here, I'm going to use the hide tool, we have here Poe Dameron. Of course, printing is a bit difficult, so I just did a placeholder. They haven't released some of the new pieces, which is why I'm not using the new cockpit that comes with it. I did add support for it, though, so should I get this in real life and actually have that cockpit piece, then I'll be able to use that instead of this one. But for right now, it works both ways, which I think is much more versatile, especially because this is a much more common piece in Star Wars sets. So, we have here, of course, Poe Dameron, our hero, villain, probably hero, he's fine in X-Wing. We also have BB-8, aka the rolling droid, in here, so if you can just want to see how I created that, I will just select all the pieces, drag it out. Now, clearly, this is not the way the actual droid looks, but there's not much I can do. Basically, it's the cone or R2 headpiece, the inverted one, and then a stud. and we can just pop that back in there. So pretty simple. Pretty good stuff for the characters. The wings are hinged. They do open. I haven't tested the strength of them, of course, because it's not real life, but they are freely positionable. They're not rubber bands or anything like that. The ship is, of course, fully colored. It has no specific landing gear, but that's okay. Uh-oh. That's my bad. Okay. It has the special intakes that we see here, where they're one circle or two circles instead of the traditional four. And I say traditional just because the normal X-wing. This is offset by a half stud. In case you're wondering how I did that, it's pretty simple. You just use a clip there. So pretty basic stuff, honestly. These pieces match up. Of course, the wings can open. These are actually set back one stud for the look of that type of thing. The guns do not fire. They're not flick fires or anything like that because those are silly. Or actually, I honestly, I may be in the minority for this, but I actually did enjoy flick fires because you didn't actually have to flick them. You could just pop them out and then use your imagination to direct them wherever you chose. And these new like laser type things, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's that stupid piece where it's like 1x4. It's like this piece, and then it has a missile rammed through it. And I just find that silly. So did not add any of those. Didn't add flick fires either. I just thought just the plain guns were the best here. We have some in the back, sort of lengthened pieces. These are stuck in there on a Technique rod. So yeah, pretty basic stuff, I would say. It's not a hugely in-depth mock. I can probably add some engine coloration to it. It seems pretty easy to do. You just take one of these, slap it in the middle, and then one of you, and slap it right there. So, you know, I could do that if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I will, but if I do, you guys might see this. I'll do maybe a later video on the normal, or what's the word I'm looking for, sort of default X-Wing for Force Awakens, again from the color schemes that we've seen. So I don't know much about the movie, of course, but I'm going off mainly the Lego set and some other images that I've dredged up on the internet. And I'm not trying to completely photorealistically capture it. You know, the droid should be set a little bit forward, but that's very tricky to accomplish, etc., etc., etc. I will not actually be putting the download link to this in the description, but I may in some later videos. I'm not entirely sure what I'll be doing, how to get these into the world, these creations. I would like certainly some way of tracking them. So, you know, we'll see. Would be my answer. I'll have to look into the legality of some different options that are open to me. But again, that's a topic for another place. So, hope you guys enjoyed this very quick video. It's just X-Wing Starfighter Poe Dameron specifically from the new Force Awakens movie. If you guys are going to see that at any theater ever, you might see me, because I'm probably going to be seeing it multiple times. I'm very excited. I have very high hopes, and I hope that it will live up to them. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.